trying to keep us out?
Hi, undercover.
Oh, yeah. I'm your basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world. You can't stop me cause I'm impossible.
Oh yeah, triangles for tits and a deflated basketball for hair. That's the way I like them. It's Disney's Kim Possible, and she can do anything. As requested by Claudie of the Patreon review raffle.
So what's the sitch?
Call me, beat me if you wanna reach me.
Around the time of 2002, it was Disney Channel's most popular TV series with 4 seasons and 2 TV movies. A villain of the week cartoon about a crime-fighting agent saving the world while balancing high school. Imagine this as a young James Bond. I meant a teenage James Bond. Or a teenage girl James Bond. Less girls James Bond. That's it.
I have never been captured that fast. This is almost as embarrassing as cheerleading practice, Ron.
Embarrassing, perhaps, but it did get us inside the bad man's lair.
Kim's an agile, mostly responsible cheerleader, partnered with her incompetent, goofy just friends, Ron Stoppable, who carries around Rufus, a naked mole rat, as a pet. Somehow, a cheerleader, a class clown, and a walking, talking, uncircumcised penis are the only ones able to save the world. You know why? 'Cause she's Kim Possible. Kim is the titular character, yet you have a big focus on Ron also. Ron gets equal, if not more screen time, which I guess following a goofy schlub would make more sense. Most stories need to have conflict to be interesting, ergo Ron's a screw-up we want to see. But this is still Kim's show.
Oh, I'm Kim Possible. I can do anything, except believe in my best friend.
The original tagline for pitching the series was Kim Possible. She can do anything. Really, Kim? Is there nothing you can't do? Can you? Can you kill a man? Kill a man in cold blood? Just stab him right through the chest in the dead of winter? And watch the steam rise up from the wounds? The very steam said to be the soul escaping from the body? Or so the Indians believe. Can you do that, Kim? Can you sleep at night afterward? Can you do that? That's what I thought. Now go clean yourself up, slut. As perfect as Kim is advertised to be, she is a great special agent and cheerleader, but everything else she's terrible at. Balancing school and personal life sucks. Holding a job sucks. Driving sucks. Taking care of kids sucks. If her 2 only other friends are busy, she can't handle being alone. She's not even beloved by the teachers. It's pretty cool they hype up this role model to be perfect and slowly reveal more and more flaws about her. Even when she's so good at saving the world, she really gets bummed from her other setbacks. People need to realize you don't need to be great at everything. If I were Kim, I would walk back into class like, man, I didn't show up to your school just so you teachers can tell me every day I'm stupid and be put in special classes all because I couldn't memorize how to perform some math equation ain't nobody gonna use outside of school. You're right, I am stupid at math, but I'm not stupid in general. Ooh, you got a degree at CalArts? Fuck your degree, alphabet boy! I'm Kim Possible! I got 1, 2 other things I'm great at right now, or at least striving to be great at, and I'm satisfied with that. So yeah, she's a good character.
Detention is supposed to be a punishment, a time of quiet suffering.
You didn't count on the Kim factor.
I like sparkles.
I'm next, dude.
Hey, man, I'm next.
No, me.
Kim and Ron have a good dynamic, but sometimes Kim's a bit materialistic. In a mission where her pants were eaten by an alligator, the only store for miles to buy a new pair was a Smarty Mart, a riff on Walmart. Kim's hesitant on wearing it because they're not from a higher-end store that sells the same jeans at a higher price. While I appreciate girls who choose not to wear pants, I used to hate Kim in this episode. But this type of behavior in a character is redeemable when they're called out on it within the show.
Why would you mention Smarty Mart?
Because Club Banana and Smarty Mart are owned by the same company. Duh.
Oh, I suppose that's why the merchandise is exactly the same.
No. There's a huge difference.
Wow. How did I miss that?
Also in this Smarty Mart store is this guy.
Howdy, smart shopper. Are you lost?
I don't know if that's a man in a costume or not, but I hate that thing. If you thought that was weird, this action comedy is loaded with some ridiculous villains. Their arch rivals are the evil genius Dr. Draken and his assistant, Shego.
Shego, you've come back.
What have we learned?
No cloning.
Get in.
I was never lucky enough to ever pitch a TV show, but I always heard the advice that the concept of the show comes second. It's the characters people care about most. If you got good characters, you can put them in any concept. Watching Kim and Ron fight crime is just as fun as them hanging out playing mini-golf. But not only do you need good characters, you need to figure out how all these characters play off each other. As with Danny Phantom, the best episodes are watching separate villains come together. After all these years, this show is still funny. Character interaction and dialogue is what this show excels at, notably when dealing with opposites. Kim's competent and in charge, Ron's goofy and the sidekick, versus their arch rivals, Draken, who is goofy yet in charge, while Shego is the competent one, but the sidekick.
Perhaps you two could stay...
For lunch.
I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, dude, you were so for lunch.
Fine, yes, then stay for lunch.
Draken's funny, but who cares? We all want Shego. Aside from resembling a lime-flavored Harley Quinn, did anyone else first think she was some sort of evil clone of Kim? Shego isn't, but she is equally skilled, except she has glowy green hand powers, so I'm assuming that does something. This Disney cartoon isn't very violent, but it still has some great action sequences between the two.
Lesson time, princess. With that trendy coat weighing you down? I'm thinking not.
Kim's other villains include Monkey Fist, I call him Monkey Fister, Duff Killigan, Duff Kill Again. That's the guy who likes busting golf balls. He busts golf balls so hard you think he was Tiger Woods' wife. DN Amy, a quirky middle-aged woman who splices animals together. Senor, and his son Senor Senior Jr. These names are fucking awful. I like these two. They're not exactly evil, they just have so much money they really don't know what to do with it. They're so out of touch, and Senior often babies Junior with whatever he wants, like helping Junior get his very own boy band.
Your dream, to take over the world in some terribly evil way?
No, Father, that is your dream. My dream is to become an international pop sensation.
Very well. As a powerful billionaire, this should be easy to accomplish. But why do something the easy way when you can do it the evil way?
It was the 2000s. Boy bands and boy band parodies were everywhere. And yes, Joey Fatone of NSYNC was in this episode as a member of the fictional boy band Oh Boys. It can't get any more 2000s than that unless Smash Mouth were to show up. Bad news, Smash Mouth shows up.
I'm not sure how we got here, but let's party!
As if the music couldn't get any more dated, Ron and Rufus have their own rap, the Naked Mole Rap. As you know, the rule of every cartoon is if you incorporate rap music for the sake of being cool, it automatically is the worst thing ever.
What is that? That freaky thing! Come on, y'all! Let the girlie sing!
I hate this. Let's go back to the terrible names. I once informed my friend in 5th grade about me discovering Kim Possible is like impossible and Ron Stoppable is unstoppable. I thought that was so clever, and he just scoffed at me with a, well, duh. I felt so stupid. As a kid, I loved these puns. Now I'm thinking, wow, that's pretty dumb. But I proudly make terrible puns also, like Kim Possible, Kim Pasta Bowl, Kim Smashable, Kim Humpable, Cum Mouthful, Ron Stoppable, Ron Fuckable, Ron Thrustable, Ron Cuckable, Ron Suckable, Dr. Draken, Dr. Jackin, Dr. Whackin, Dr. Smackin, Shego. I come. All great puns. This show even had some unintended wordplay for me as a Hispanic. Kim and Ron's hero duties are assisted by this techno-genius kid who never leaves the house, Wade.
Hey Wade, what up?
Meet me at your locker. would not believe how many hits we're getting on the site. Everyone wants your help.
I always thought they were saying the Spanish word wey, as in que pasa wey, basically means dude or man. There's even this Taco Bell type franchise in this cartoon called Bueno Nacho. Their signature meal is the naco. In Spanish, naco roughly translates out to the word lowlife, ghetto, slob, which is appropriate when discussing a Taco Bell type franchise. Taco Bell is to tacos what eggplants are to eggs. It's what 50 Shades of Grey is to bondage. It's what emo is to goth. It's what Gene Simmons is to a musician.
I call it the Naco.
I call it gross beyond reason.
Do you want some?
Naco. Stick around. Disney Channel's original series, Kim Possible, will be right back.
You're watching Disney Channel.
Kim's got a mustache. But as an artist, let's talk about the designer, Stephen Silver, who designed characters for Kim Possible, Danny Phantom, and Clerks Animated. You all should subscribe to Stephen's YouTube channel where he vlogs about issues in being an artist. While Danny Phantom was still leaning more towards the Fairly Odd Parents blockiness, Kim Possible is where his style flourished. With not too many sharp edges, everything has a flow, a soft, smooth line of motion to the figures. It's all very slick and silhouette friendly. There are a few times where Possible's style looks a little goofy, like what's with everybody sporting these parachute pants? And why do so many people here have such tiny little stubby legs?
Just tiny little legs.
I'm sure most girls preferred the focus on Kim, but the Ron episodes for me had more geekier moments. How about the several episodes where they established they live in the same world as other crime fighters and superheroes? Remember when Ron volunteered to assist an elderly retired millionaire named Timothy North, voiced by Adam West? Ron discovers Timothy is the fearless ferret, this universe's Batman. To live out a fantasy, Ron takes up the superhero duty Timothy is too old to do anymore. It's an episode both spoofing 60s Batman and Batman Beyond. It even has a great twist I will not spoil.
You were the fearless ferret!
Curses, my secret has been revealed.
You stalked the night!
My eyes were better back then.
My eyes are perfect! Well, I mean, I have a slight stigmatism, but the doc says I don't need corrective lenses. You know, yet.
You talk too much.
But it's so odd you got these established superheroes, yet people rely on Kim so much. Within this universe, if you have a problem and no one else can help, maybe you can hire Kim Possible via her website.
Mrs. Gilmore needs someone to feed her cats for a week.
Ugh, 7 days, 8 cats.
1 litter box. I know your website says you can do anything, but you have to draw the line.
Every crime-fighting show like this always has, like, a government agent giving the main character assignments. But here, we get, hey, email me and my forum moderator will get back to you. Look, it was the early 2000s, back when the internet was getting big and people actually visited websites instead of today where kids now just eat lasers and vape telepathically. Kim's just a teenage girl, what do you expect? Her parents and brothers don't mind she's risking her life every night.
Hickabicka-boo, Lucha.
That was their catchphrase. It was stupid, I know. I'd expect at least the people at school to worship her for saving the world so much, but no one cares or gives her special treatment. At least give her a homework-free pass, come on. Instead, Kim has to deal with the likes of her cheerleading rival, Bonnie, who has no respect for Kim. If Kim Possible is your basic average girl, Bonnie's the basic bitch. Her hair looks like she forgot her umbrella.
Whoops, I forgot. You don't have a BF, do you, Kim? Too busy saving the world?
You still use air quotes, huh?
Bonnie has no right to think she's the superior cheerleader, but at least she can drive. Kim can't drive and doesn't have a consistent way of getting to her mission locations. There's no Kim Jet or Kim Mobile. She bums rides off people who owe her favors every single episode.
Thanks for the lift, Heinrich.
Oh, Kim, it's the least I could do after you saved our village from that avalanche last year.
No big.
So, Heinrich, got any teenage daughters who might want to go to a big American dance party?
9!
9? One's plenty. Well, maybe 2.
9 means no!
She's James Bond on a budget. You can do this same premise, except with a stoner and a beanie as the hero. Like, hey man, can I have a ride? I gotta save the world. If you need help, just Tweet me out. I'll get back to you. You know, I gotta go to school first.
The stars behind the scenes of Kim Possible are stars from other Disney Channel shows.
What's also surprising is the voice cast. John DiMaggio, Ricardo Montalban, Melissa McCarthy, Debbie Reynolds as Kim's grandma, Nancy Cartwright as Rufus, and a lot of Disney stars at the time like Raven, Smart Guy, Boy Meets World, not Boy in Boy Meets World, but the ones Boy met, and Christy Carlson Romano as Kim Possible, who was in that sitcom Even Stevens. This is where it all started. This is where Mean Man got his start. You go, Mean Man, you go.
Kim Possible, the fate of the future, humanity, and the planet Earth itself rests in your hands.
But no pressure.
Mucha!
To cap this series off were 2 TV movies. Kim Possible, A Stitch in Time, where we time travel to see Kim's past, present, and future. It's the Sonic CD of Kim Possible, but the real deal was the second TV movie, Kim Possible, So the Drama. Which it totally was the drama since Kim found a boyfriend and it's not Ron! Ron fucking damn it! Still, a great movie. Everything was amped up. Dr. Draken became a little more threatening, heavy emphasis on Kim's thighs, and a James Bond-esque intro remix.
Doesn't matter where. Doesn't matter where.
Kim Possible, So the Drama was intended to be the series finale, as they do something that the fans have been asking for since the beginning, but it was lucky enough to get 1 extra season afterwards. That's 4 seasons, 2 TV movies, and a couple of video games I've heard were pretty decent. And a crossover episode with Lilo and Stitch the series for no reason.
What's the sitch? No, who's Stitch?
No, what's the sitch? It's like a catchphrase.
Stitch isn't a catchphrase. He's my friend.
Stitch had crossovers with several Disney cartoons with drastically different art styles that never made any sense. Kim Possible was Disney Channel's biggest show until Phineas and Ferb dethroned and deflowered Kim. And so ended her reign.
I cannot be late.
I'm your basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world. You can't stop me cause I'm Kim Possible.
Whoops! I forgot. You don't have a BF, do you, Kim? Too busy saving the world.
It's impossible!
Actually, it's possible. Kim Possible.
Whenever you need me, on that beat man if you wanna.
Chasing bad guys, switching brains. High school sure has changed since my day.
Dr. Draken.
Our archenemy. Well, your archenemy. I don't think he even knows my name.
Come on, Ron, let's jet.
After all that, what now? The 2 creators, Mark McCorkle and Bob Schooley, have moved on to other shows and the upcoming Big Hero 6 TV series. With their resume of Villain of the Week cartoons like Kim Possible and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, another great show, that'll be perfect for them. Should they bring Kim Possible back? The creators have thought, given the chance, it would be Kim and Ron in their college years. That would work fine, but how about this idea?
Don't.
I think that's enough episodes, but if they ever brought it back, I was thinking to compare Kim to Danny Phantom for like the 3rd time this video. Danny had ongoing story arcs, whereas Kim just had standard standalone episodes. I was thinking it could be cool if Kim also had ongoing storylines should it ever return, but honestly, I don't think it really needs that. Sometimes you just want an action comedy you can just jump into at whatever episode and not miss a thing. There's nothing wrong with that.
This isn't over, Impossible. You capture us, we'll just come back more evil than before. Eviler, more eviler, less, not gooder.
Please stop talking.
Okay.
My website said I can do anything. Who knew I'd have to save the world?
Don't freak out, Kim! I'm not.
Tracking down villains 24/7. Traveling the globe without a driver's license. She's Kim Possible, and she can do anything.
Except get to school on time. So what's the sitch?
Kim Possible, coming January 2002 only to Disney Channel.
Calling all Spy Kid recruits. We need your help.